What's up, guys? This is yours truly, Empress Chassie Warmington, aka All That Chaz, aka Lucas Slayer. When I was a little girl, guess what? I think a lot of us probably did that. We probably wrote things down, our thoughts, our feelings, or just like to write in general, right? So, you remember, I used to always write poems. Just write all the time, and I had journals upon journals full of poems and full of ideas, and where a lot of my emotions and feelings from a lot of stuff that I was dealing with as a child. And I was actually doing my filling for my nails. I haven't polished them yet. I probably polished them while I'm doing this, I don't know. But I wanted to share. I was thinking about it, and I said I want to do it live because it is a freestyle. I have not wrote it down or anything, so I'm probably not going to even remember a lot of the pieces that came up in my mind. But I hope you guys enjoy it nevertheless, and I really do hope you all are enjoying your weekend, having a great weekend and stuff. See my hair growing out this side that I had shaved, and so it's growing out, and it's just like literally just sticking out. It's not even caring. It's like, whatever, I'm gonna stick out. But I'm about to put something on it, put a clamp or something on it. But I'm gonna go ahead without further ado, stop babbling and get with it. And I titled it was kind of like not confused but undecisive about what I wanted to name this particular piece, because it has so many different elements to it, and I was trying to find something that can pretty much, a title that will actually give a great definition of this piece, this poet piece that I'm about to do for you guys freestyle. And it is called, I named it, You Taught Me Well, Straight Through the Gates of Hell. And I'm going to, as you hear the poem, then you'll understand why I named it that. So I'm going to get started now. Okay. You taught me well, straight through the gates of hell. I was born in a hospital, you brought me home. I looked around, I thought this is where I belong. Is this supposed to be a place of love, a place of tranquility? But it's a place of war and a place of disaster. I said to myself, I know I'm just a kid, but this right here, this I bid. I bid on the fact that this is not good for me. But who am I to say? I was just a child, you see. Nobody was going to take me serious. No one would even listen to me. I am just a voice out in the wind, withering away. No time for nothing, because they didn't have time to hear what I had to say. Everything I thought of, there was doubt, because anytime I said anything, then they would shout, "Shut up talking, you stay in your place. A child isn't supposed to speak. You sit and you peep." And I sat back and I wonder as I peep into the living room, and I always wonder, is that a witch? Where is her broom? Now, going back yonder, as the old folks say, I remember this so very well, so vividly on this day. The preacher, they say, you're supposed to listen to. He is your anchor. He is your guide to God too. Read the Bible. Pray and fast well. For your soul shall be saved, and it shall not go to hell. But as I started looking at my life, I noticed hell is where I was already at. I didn't know. I thought I was just a scaredy cat. But then something fascinating happened that just blew my mind. And I just sat back and I said, you know what? Now it's time. It's time for me to get a backbone. It's time for me to explore the world. It's time for me to see my options, to see what's yours. And then I thought to myself again, I was like, what good would that do? All this hurt and pain inside of me is all because of you. The hurts turned into bitterness. The bitterness turned into rage. The rage was so intense, it would have been justified to put me in a cage. But at another time and another place, listen to the preacher, they say. He has God's face. Don't talk back to the preacher. You don't supposed to say a word. I'm supposed to sit and be silent, like a mouse never heard. I said, so, to myself I say, so I'm supposed to just see it back and listen to the same one who molested me. But then when I say something about it, you all come together and you chasten me. So, which direction do I really go? If hell is a place of torture, well, I'm living it every single day. Day in and day out. Night in, no time to play. A child is supposed to enjoy his or her life and embrace his or her youth. A child should never suffer any type of an abuse, whether it's emotionally, psychologically even, spiritually or physically, sexually, unforgiven. But who am I to say anything? I was just a child. Oh, she's just out there being fast. She's just wild. No, it wasn't that I was wild. I was exposed to elements that harmed me. It wasn't the elements that was outside that was torturing and destroying me. The elements was inside of my home, and I couldn't get out. I could not breathe. My spirit was about to be choked out. So, as I think about these things, and I wonder about my life, I said, no wonder I was so mean, so full of hell, so full of strife. I was not in a sanctuary. I was in a cemetery. Everything was dead. Everything was fake. Things pretended to be love when it was really abuse and hate. But I'm just a child. You taught me very well. Straight through the gates of hell, I exposed all of this trauma. The trauma and the drama. So I thought to myself one day, as I often always do, which kind of abuse I want to suffer this day? Oh, let me think. Let me think it all the way through. Well, the typical day abuse is indefinite. I never can escape it. I can never get away. I could never just be a child. I never could just play. My heart used to be so heavy. My mind was so full. I was so so discouraged. I was such a fool. But that's the example that was set to me. This is the way it was supposed to be. I listened to you talk about each other, and the place you said is of God. You talk about Sister Sarah. You talk about her brother, Bob. You just talk about their outfits and that they too big for it. Then you talk about the little cute Michelle, saying she's seeking attention and she's good for it. But what kind of example are you truthfully setting for me? Because everything I've learned, I learned from you, you see. You taught me very well, straight through the gates of hell. Everything that I learned to be and everything I may have become, it was all because of the things that was said and that was done. That should not have been said and that should not have been done, especially in front of me. So I did what I was taught, and I did it exactly. Now, you look at me and you want to point the finger. But I point back, but I have a trigger. The trigger is the hypocrisy in which you tried to lead me into. Trying to destroy my life. The abundant nature of you. Now, I just think back over my life and I realize how blessed things should have been for me. But nevertheless, I'm still here, so I still count it as victory. Now, with all that is said and all that is true, you taught me very well. I learned my bad behaviors from you. But now you want to point the fingers at me and call me rebellious and unruly. But guess what, my love? I learned it from yours truly. Yours truly? Who could that be? Why, of course, you. You're the parent. You were the example for me. You taught me very well, straight through the gates of hell. And they said that the gates of hell shall not prevail. So, that's all I came up with. And I'm just like thinking, I told you I forgot, it's like now I remember some of the stuff that came through to my mind, but it's all good. But I just wanted to share that with you all, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm going to have to work on it because I did mess up a few times. I know y'all caught that, but that's all good. I haven't done this in a long time, but I've been used to watch this. Back then, you know, before we had all of these technologies to the extent that we have it now, we used to have the little tape recorder, cassette player, tape recorders, and I used to record myself. And I don't know, I was just reminded of that and was compelled to share it with you all today. So I'm done. I'm gonna go paint my nails. Slay, slay, slay. You all take care. God bless, my love. Peace. And don't forget about my birthday, doggone it. 6 more days. 6. Okay? 6 more days. I want to see y'all there. Footprints. Jamaican Restaurant and Lounge. Snap Finger. Wood. It's free admissions. Free parking. And if enough people come out, it might be even free food. Ha! You never know. Got to come out and find out though. Bye. God bless, one love.